So whether it be film, video games, books, or stories, horror is my favourite genre. I think that horror has the ability to evoke emotions and tackle themes that other genres struggle with. When done right, horror can explore fear, paranoia, sadness, mental health, violence, and all the other darkest parts of the human experience. As a viewer, player, or reader, nothing consumes me more than horror. The genre means so much to me, and I want nothing more than it to prevail and succeed. Besides my love for the genre, it also does something for me that nothing else really can.
This is God.
I suffer from several mental health problems. These range from depression and self-hatred to suicidal thoughts and anxiety. I have battled with my mental health for as long as I can remember, and thankfully I have survived. I can equate my survival to prescription medication, therapy, and my friends and family. But another pivotal player has been horror.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
Considering how horror is viewed as a terrible genre lacking in any real depth by someone who doesn't understand it, this may seem odd.
Horror movies, mutilation, decapitation, torture. Does that sound entertaining?
But for me, horror is an essential coping mechanism in the darkest of times. It has the ability to take my mind off whatever is plaguing me and allows me to escape. As I mentioned before, the genre tackles many themes that others fail at or are too afraid to touch. Similar to those who listen to sad music when they are sad, I immerse myself in horror because I feel a kinship towards it. Seeing the character on screen or in a game experiencing things that I too experience on a regular basis makes the genre relatable.
I've been beat up, I've been impaled on antlers, I've been eaten by monsters, I've had zombies attack me, just about everything.
I am comfortable with talking about my mental health. I feel as though it isn't a subject that should be kept in the shadows. The world isn't so pretty and perfect as many genres make it out to be. The world, and the people in it, can be pretty messed up. Discussing it allows people to know that they are not alone and they aren't as crazy or broken as they think they are. Having a genre that isn't afraid to touch on these themes is refreshing and feels supportive in an odd way.
You know, some people, they're 25 and, they can't mentally handle these killings. And, some people when they're 3 years old can see a rated R movie and know that it's not real.
Another factor in why horror helps my mental illness is the emotions it makes the viewer experience. When experiencing a horror title, your brain is constantly on edge. Similar to having mental health issues, you are always expecting the worst. You are waiting for something bad to happen because you think it's going to, no matter how unbelievable the reality of the situation may be. The expectation of horror is that the person witnessing it is expecting something terrifying, disturbing, or unsettling to happen. The fact that you are expecting something similar is hard to shake. You feel your stress levels and anxiety building. You yell at the screen or page when a character decides to wander through a dimly lit hallway or takes a shower in the dead of night.
Don't go in there!
And once the intensity crescendos in an epic scare or misdirection, you feel a rush, followed by a laugh or relaxation.
Lord, I'm having a heart attack! Damn, this is some scary shit!
This roller coaster of emotions allows my brain to just stop and enjoy something. When you are at your lowest and darkest point, this is extremely difficult to do. Nothing else even comes close to helping me in this way, and I'm grateful for it. Horror is something special, whether it is a dumb slasher movie full of gore and teenagers having premarital sex, or it is a thought-provoking and emotional experience. Horror is a crutch for me. Whenever I'm at my lowest and I feel like giving up, I will put on a horror movie, play a horror game, or read a horror story. I am not saying that this will work for everyone, and it is just my own experience. If you have mental health issues, never be afraid to open up and seek help. My depression is ongoing, and I know that it will never truly disappear. I will live with it for the rest of my days until I am 6 feet under. Luckily, I know that the ghosts and ghouls in the world of video games and movies and books will always be there for me, pulling me out of the darkness and helping me get on with my life. Stories of sorrow, fear, regret, and all of the darkest human emotions somehow allows me to quell my own.